My friends, today we're going to talk a little bit about business while we go throughout our day showing you guys the work that I have. I today have more work that I can handle by myself. But my friend Robert hasn't answered the phone for like 2 days now, and he does that from time to time. He disappears and wanders off. Who knows where he's at? But a little bit about business just to get started here, to get the day going, is a lot of you guys are searching for how to get my business started, becoming an entrepreneur. You guys are going through that whole motion of looking videos to get inspired. Let me see what else. You guys are reading up on people that have become successful. They had nothing and then just decided to go for it, and then all of a sudden they started getting like all kinds of money and success and businesses, and you're at that point where you're like, should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I quit my job? Do I go full force, keep this going, or where am I at? So, being an entrepreneur, first of all, is not easy. Owning your business is not easy, but it is a lot better than having a 9 to 5 and having to listen to somebody and having a schedule that is set and having a paycheck that you know what it's going to be every 2 weeks, especially if you miss a day or put in overtime. So all that is kind of like a balance that you have to find in between. The thing is that once you become an entrepreneur and you taste a little bit of that blood and you start getting a little bit of that money that you earn by yourself with the skills that you have, then you don't want to go back to that 9 to 5. You don't want to listen to anybody. Nobody's going to tell you what to do unless you give up, which is very common once you become an entrepreneur or a business owner, because it's very easy to give up. And not a lot of people can take the pressure. So there's a lot of things that come with owning a business, with being an entrepreneur, with being what you want to be. The reason why it's not easy, because at first when people get started, you may not find the support that you thought you were going to get, especially from family and close friends. But it's pretty normal. It's very common. And that's like the number one thing that you have to understand. You have to just push through that. Keep going. Keep showing people what you have to offer. And eventually your skills and your product is going to pay off, and you're going to be hopefully very happy and very busy. So that's kind of like one of the things that people get scared of when they're going to get started. It's obviously not knowing if they're going to make it. But if you already built something up to the point where you can quit your job, then you definitely should at least give it a try, because you have nothing to lose. Like, for example, me, myself, I already had a family when I started my business. So it was a little bit harder. And I know nowadays a lot of people, they're having kids at a younger age and they want to become entrepreneurs, which is totally doable. There's nothing wrong with that. But the odds are definitely more against us who have a family before we start a business. So with that being said, don't get discouraged. I want you to go and still try it. But it's not going to be easy. That's like the one thing that nobody really talks about. And also the other thing that nobody really talks about is the business side of the bookkeeping, all the paperwork, which some people may call it boring. And I can understand why. Me, myself, I just graduated from high school. I wish I never went to high school because I really don't care about it. But for those who took like accounting classes afterwards or business classes, it kind of helps them if they want to become entrepreneurs, because they understand the business side a little bit more than we do, that we just know the skill and jump head first into the business. And it can become a little bit more difficult. So my number one advice for you guys is going to be either find an accountant that you can trust, or ask a friend who has a business. Ask a friend who has a business who they go through for accounting, because they're going to help you. A lot of times they help you file for your LLC, get your tax ID license and get all that situated so that when you start your business, you start it the right way. You know what's going on. You know how much money's coming in. You know how much money's going out. You have your bank account for your business separate from your personal, and they're going to help you with all of that. So that's going to be my number one recommendation. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started with the day. I hope that this is a little bit helpful. I know I'm not talking like too much in detail, but owning a business is definitely a huge responsibility. You know, I'm here at 6 in the morning. Like yesterday, we left at 5. The day before, we left at 5. Sometimes we stay here till 10. And, you know, I like what I do, so it's not a big deal for me to stay late. But I do have a family to get to. It's just the responsibility that I took that now has me kind of attached to the shop because people expect their jobs done at a certain time, and they have to be done. You know, we have to make that happen. So, all right, that's it for that. Let's go ahead and show you guys what happened last night. We finished the back of this design, and we also did the front, which is the same thing but a little bit smaller. So there it is, front and back. And those shirts and a couple other orders that I have, they get the inside label, which it's gonna suck a little bit because we have to flip them inside out, flip them back the right way. And we still have 5 orders from these guys that have to go out. Not necessarily today, but most of them I want to get them done because like this one's a 1 color front, 1 color back. The next one is also a 1 color front, 1 color back. They all get the inside label and they have to get folded, bagged, and tagged. So that's going to take a little bit of time. And then at noon, they're picking up a 40 piece that was dropped off to me. I think it was Thursday last week, Thursday or Friday. It's Die Happy. So Die Happy is also a 1 color front, 1 color back. No inside label, no bagging and tagging. So that one should be pretty simple. After last night, I left the job set up. That way, when I come in, it's already approved and ready to go. So this is going to be the left chest for Rod and Style. It's also like 36 shirts, so it's going to be a simple run. 1 color front, 1 color back. And then after that, we're going to set up Die Happy so that by noon, you know, we have plenty of time for them to come and pick it up and we're not rushing it. So we're going to take it kind of smooth and simple. And then we do have a 4 color front, 4 color back, 80 piece with the inside label for individual sizes that is also due today. It's going to be on the automatic, thankfully. We do have some screens that are reclaimed already, so after we're done with that Die Happy order, we're going to go ahead and coat these. Or maybe I should coat them right now so that they're ready. Yeah, we're going to coat these right now so we have some screens ready. And then burn that 4 color front, 4 color back for HH Culture. And also get that one done today because that one is definitely due today. The other one's not so much. I just want to get to them because work is starting to build up. We do have a couple of orders that got paid this week that are due next week. So we are still busy, thankfully. And we are still selling these coronavirus bandanas. You know, we had 3 that were ordered yesterday from Texas, so we're going to ship them out tonight. And that's it. So let's go ahead and get started with work. Let me show you guys real quick what my dad did yesterday. I forgot to show you this, but he did finish a little bit of the manual screens. So he did about 20. Whoa, there's probably more than that. Okay, so there's 27. There's room for 27 screens, and that is way more than I had on the rack that was here a while back. So we still have a little bit more room for maybe like 10 more. And then probably next week we're going to finish this side for more autos. So we're going to have room for 64. And I don't have that many screens. I think I have almost enough to fill up one side. And the other side is just going to be kind of empty for now. Or we're just going to kind of like put them on top, and then just leave the bottom empty for now. We'll figure it out. What I was thinking, since I don't have that many screens for the autos, I'm just gonna write on the rack the mesh count so that they can go in there every single time, and I don't have to be looking through the screen to see which one is which. Although all I have is high mesh, I have about 2 160s, I have 2 110s, and the rest are 175s, 230s, and 255s. So pretty much almost everything that I have for the auto is high mesh anyways, so that's not a big deal. But yes, sir. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to put the camera down, and then as the day goes, I'm just going to show you guys the prints that we're doing for today. We're also dropping off that banner that I picked up yesterday from Sasu. Sasu is extremely busy. We have a meeting this weekend. It's going to be a very huge and important meeting between me and him, and we're going to see what we can do to kind of like help each other out, which is in my end and his end very beneficial. So, all right. So, stop playing Bad Bunny real quick. All right, so we just finished the fronts of those shirts. I have the screen set up for the back. The front was a print flash print. This one's just gonna be two strokes and out. It's kind of like a vintage type of look of design that has half tones and solids. So let me show you guys what it's gonna look like. And then once we're done, we'll show you guys what the next job looks like as well. So that's it. We're just gonna hit two strokes and pull the shirt out. Super cool design. All right. So that's gonna be the back. Let me go ahead and print them, and then we'll be back with the next design. So as you guys can see, shirts are building up. We still don't have my helper here to help me catch, and my sister. And we still have a lot of orders to get to. I also forgot that we have a 100 piece, one color front, one color back that's going to Tucson today. So that just added to the plate. Robert answered. He said he was almost dying for the past 2 weeks. Robert answered and he said he was almost dying for the past 2 days. He was on medicine. I don't know what's going on. He said he's gonna come at 2. I think I'm just gonna tell him to go home, get some rest. I don't want him here, especially if he was sick. We don't want that. Definitely not. I ended up using more screens than I thought. So I had to reclaim a couple real quick. I have 4 here that are ready to get coated. The ones that I coated this morning, most of them have been used. So these are ready to get coated. And then this is a job that's due for today. Just a one color front, white ink. This is the one that's next after those black ones. Black ink on the back, black ink on the front. 100 pieces going to Tucson. So let me show you real quick. What we're doing next is the inside label of the orders that I was talking about for Rod and Style. It's 3 orders. They're all in here. Some have fronts and backs. Some have fronts only. But well, once I start printing the inside label, my sister's gonna be catching them at the end of the dryer, and she's gonna be flipping them back. So when I grab it, I flip it inside out to print the inside label, and then she has to flip it back the normal way. Then we're gonna bag and tag. So we still have a lot of work. We have that 100 piece for those white shirts, and then we still have to burn those screens for that 4 color front, 4 color back, which is a lot of work, but we're getting to it. Robert, you suck. I say that with love. So that's just me checking into what's been done so far. I did sell more of those bandanas that I was making that are going to California. So, I'm sorry, I keep saying that. They're going to Texas. So we printed more of those. Thank you guys for the orders. Very do appreciate it. But let me show you the prints that we've done so far. And I'm sending these, not this one. That one's just a Die Happy, that 40 piece that we did. One color front, one color back. That's what we did yesterday. I'm sending that one to them. They like to keep the Pelons. That's the one that you saw that's on the top. And then I forgot which one's in the middle. Which one is it? Oh yeah, that one's pretty cool. It was the one that you guys saw this morning that I was printing. Wait. Yep. So I showed you guys that one already. That's in the... Yeah, that one's in between. It's kind of sandwiched in there, but they all get the same tag. It's for the same brand, so... Gotta get it. This is so cool. I just love this because it's a one color print. One color print, 2 strokes, super simple. We flash it, we do the smash screen on it, we use the roller for it. It comes out very nice. It's not discharge soft, but because I'm doing everything on 255s and 230s, and then we use the roller screen to make it even flatter, so we don't have none of that. I mean, I already wasn't getting the fibrillation, but I just like how it feels, especially after you wash it once or twice. It gets even better. Even my print flash prints like this one, where they have like heavier ink deposits. We're doing these on 175s, so print flash printing that, and they look good and they feel good. So I know that my friends are gonna be very happy with this run. My friends are gonna be very happy with this run. They're going to experience something that they haven't gotten before, which is the print flash print with the roller screen. They're gonna be ordering more pretty soon. A lot of the shirts that I'm printing right now, they are already sold from pre-orders, and also people are asking for them for pickups. So I feel like everything that I'm doing right now is just gonna get reordered very soon. And for everybody that I've told you guys that it's not printing with me because of the quarantine, uh, we're gonna get a lot of work from that too, because the guys from Quicken Loans, they get creative, and as soon as they're back in the office, they're gonna start asking for orders. And right now we have close to 20 accounts, so that's 20 plus orders of multiple designs, and it's just gonna get crazy. So I might need Robert to get in here and be showing up on time. We are coming to an end here on the vlog. Let me just show you guys a quick rundown of the last job that we have on the press. It's very late in the day, it's like 6 o'clock, and I got here at 6 a.m., but all good. We got the base here, printing, flash. We usually have the roller screen here, but we had a lot of issues with the air leaking. I don't know why. This piston is actually brand new. Something happened. A gasket must have gone loose or something, but every time the head moves back, it's just ridiculous the amount of air that pushes out. So what we did is we moved it over here. We have a second flash, so we can go a little bit faster. The roller screen, and then we're finishing with this gold. It looks like a burnt yellow or a burnt gold. It looks pretty dope actually. So check that out. Very clean. Very impressed. Uh, the customer is very happy, and we have some help here at the shop because this was way more than we could handle between me and my sister. Hi. Yep. So
Definitely appreciate the help.
riding style, Southeast Gassers, Death to Hippies, more riding style, and then we have the rest of the orders here already folded. Mother-in-law, always willing to help. The rest of the orders are here. Baby's asleep. And then we have the Goon Squad over here. Edgar ya no habla inglés, puro español.
Sí.
Sí. Emery. Emery, hi. Está enojada. Y luego la casi de allá. High five. Boom. All right, guys. Somebody sent us pizza. It was an anonymous fan, so we truly appreciate it. We had our first meal at 4 p.m. today. That was very delightful, and that's gonna be it for today. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Please do me and yourself a favor. Go ahead and hit that like button if you thought this video was cool, and please post a comment so that I know what's going on in your thoughts. If you like what I showed you guys, what I talked about in the business side this morning and earlier this video, and that's it. So truly appreciate it if you stuck around all the way to the end. Have a blessed weekend.